Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Night Stalker.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Shadow Fiend.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Shaker.
remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
In the
Reserve time.
spirit.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining.
Beastmaster.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Shaman.
Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
Husker!
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Brood mother.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
Awesome. That we will do MVP versus Secret. Secret 1 game up. They're going up against the dreaded Husker, but as the panel was saying, there is a lot of magical damage. I'm Tubby1 here with Theban. We were bantering a little bit about the draft before we're actually kicking off, and you didn't get your Ancient Apparition with the Lich solo mid. I'm sorry, Theban.
Yeah, but instead we get a surprise Husker into a surprise Broodmother into a surprise
30
Night Stalker
seconds to
mid
go.
lane.
It's a very
That's what
surprising
happens.
draft. So how is this meant to work? How's this meant to work? You run Broodmother off lane, you do Lich Night Stalker mid, and then it's just Puppy pulling, farming up levels, and then letting Envy farm on the top lane. Is that the plan?
Yeah, the Ember Shadow Shaman lane is quite strong because they have a lot of damage output with the Flame Guard. I think mid lane is going to be quite tough for the SF because Lich and Night Stalker, they have a lot of damage output with their 2 nukes. And with the bottle nerfs in 6.85, I'm not sure how much the Shadow Fiend can stand on mid lane without having to constantly buy himself flasks. And denying creeps up mid lane and just denying the experience is going to be really hard for the SF. And on top of that, the Shaker's just going to sit around mid lane, hopefully try to help him as much as he can.
It doesn't help too, the QO. The block failed from the Earthshaker and they instantly get aggressive over on QO. Weeha moves forward, the Fissure will come out to try and get a bit of revenge, but you went Necromastery level 1, so there's no razors to punish Pyle Die here.
Yeah, that was a slight mistake, I think, from QO. Like,
top lane, Puppy. He is really a bit of a block master, able to control up March, but not enough to find the kill. He body blocked him long enough that Ember Spirit can get in range to get the Flame Guard damage in.
Yeah, I think Q is so used to just being babysat mid by a support and just getting last hits with the Necromancer that just, you know, automatically just skilled it up. But if he had raises there, they definitely would have killed that Lich. Top lane.
They're gonna go again. The Shackles? Puppy's not in range for it. He's actually having a pretty decent time just getting rid of the boar, and in fact he'll be denied up by March. That's one of the things that I was thinking about too, like the fact you just always got that ether shock when you have either boar or hawk, and the range is pretty damn good, so you should be able to keep that vision down, the Beastmaster.
I really like the way that Secret are playing their safe lane, especially Envy. He's just ignoring his own early game creeps just to keep the Beastmaster level 1. They already burned through a flask and 2 tangles, and it's only a minute into the game, so if he loses any more regen, it's going to be really hard for him to stay there.
Is it though a concern, the fact that Puppey is not finding any levels here?
I think that's completely fine. All they want to do is make the Beastmaster as low as level as possible early, and then they're just going to be able to keep him stuck around level 3, level 4. They won't be able to find any farm after that. Once the Ember's level 3, then it's really, really hard for this Beastmaster to stay in the lane.
Yeah. This dual lane still going ham in the mid. So a level 3 Night Stalker, and having almost a level 3 Lich. As he can keep sacrificing at the lane. You've still got the levels in there for SF, but that is Necromastery 1.
Oh, bottom lane.
Are they actually having a crack? It's Misery. He's in real trouble, but he
don't have any dust or anything.
Is 4 burning spears enough? I think it is. He's going to burn out. He actually burns out in the tree
2.
line.
Yeah.
Okay, well there's your damage. And there's the death. The first blood going the way for MVP. Second game in a row now.
I'm not exactly sure how much it really does to the Broodmother, because he's going to get a lot of XP under his tower right now. Whether he died or not, I don't think it's too big of a deal for him.
He's dead. With the Ether Shock level up there for Puppey. Searing Chains and a level 2 Flame Guard from Eternal Envy is an easy burn. So both offlaners will end up dying.
Yeah, this level 3 Ember Spirit is no joke, and the Beastmaster has no magical damage to remove the Flame Guard.
Kyora's got a lot of stacks prepared for him. Like a lot. He's got a quad and a triple stack prepared inside the Radiant jungle.
That's pretty much the only way this SF gets back into the game here anyway. Like, this lane is, I would say, probably impossible for him to lane against. They're just keeping it perfectly on their hill, getting a lot of XP. The 2 dual lanes on mid are like both level 4 at 3 minutes. That's like really, really good.
Does this even open it up for almost any other hero? You just combine it with the Lich in the mid.
Yeah, I would think so. But it does a lot more with nuke heroes, because you can like both pressure them.
Yep.
So like if you have just a random carry, like let's say anti-major or whatever, you're just farming the lane. You're not applying as much pressure as, you know, a Night Stalker was constantly voiding, and then you're getting cross-blasted as well.
Puppey and Paladai working to make sure that they can hold on to this top rune for Weeha. It's going to be a bounty rune for him. That's just going to push up the levels a little bit more. We are during our first nighttime phase. So, is this almost the point you want to have Night Stalker rotate out, leave Paladai die in that mid lane?
I think it's really confusing what to do right now, because Secret are doing well on all their lanes, and I don't really see an opportunity for NS to go somewhere else. Maybe he can go bottom, but there's no point, because the Ember, the Shadow Shaman, the Lich, they're not high enough level to also help him. And just having Brood and
Misery
alone won't be enough.
Misery can get this kill by himself. All those filings is easily going to take out Febby. Up that pitch was Thrawn and Heen, yep. He goes for the burst heal, but the spiders don't die fast enough. They're still going to chase down Heen, and because the web's here, they've got that speed, and Heen, 26 life on him. So he's still fighting underneath that sentry ward top.
Master falls to the Ember again.
It's a level 2 Ether Shock.
Yeah. This lane ward, like I said, this Beastmaster isn't going to get past level 3 or level 4 on this top lane, and just going to keep on farming him the entire time. And this is what happens when you play the lane that well early.
Kira is dead as well.
Farm.
Kira just comes a little bit further. The Fissure from Febby doing some work. Now they're not going to chase him for the Void. Not after they force that TP rotation in from March.
This is looking a lot like the first game. The Secret are just applying so much pressure on all the lanes.
Yep.
And it's getting really hard for MVP to get the game going again. But at least this time they do have Shadow Fiend, and Shadow Fiend can potentially get back in the game really fast with the stacks that they made for him.
They just need him to control these flash farms, and I hate to say it, but they're on a ticking clock for that as well, because then you got your Broodmother. Like, Misery's going to start to encroach into the Radiant jungle shortly and start to take over most of it.
Yeah, you don't really want Misery to steal that XP either from the other big camp that they have there. They really want their supports to get with the Shadow Fiend.
But what are you going to do? Commit sentry wards? Because you just put the Broodmother in the tree line.
I mean,
if he wants to soak it, he'll soak it.
It's inevitable to commit sentry wards against. Oh, mid lane March. Oh, it's gonna be vision.
He at least locks in Weeha, but it's nighttime.
It's like this two heroes, Lich and Night Stalker alone, are just forcing out all of MVP's TPs and their heroes to commit to mid. And this is like the best thing that can possibly happen for Secret, because now they got a free farming Ember and a free farming Broodmother.
Yep. The Broodmother doesn't have perfect CS, like it's only at 25 for 2.
But early level Broodmother is really hard, but 26 CS right now is like really good for him.
Yeah. And the Ember just has a great time. He's 44 for 13. The net worth still has him only barely above that of the Night Stalker, however. But on bottom lane, okay, the Spirelings are actually going to get the kill over on the Huskar. That is actually a revenge that I think a lot of people will be very happy to see.
Yeah.
Keen, however, not so happy. The Spiders come forward. Oh man, it's just too easy for a Broodmother at this point. The supports can't do anything. He doesn't have Shallow Grave when the 2 points up in the heal. You just can't keep him alive. Even if you do Shallow Grave, you can't run away from the Spiders.
Their heroes are not meant to fight against the Brood. The only hero who can actually stay down there is probably the Shadow Fiend.
But if you move what, the Huskar into mid?
I mean, that's the issue, right? Like you 5th pick Huskar, but Secret had the overall last pick, Broodmother, and this is like the counter right now.
Yeah, and this is very problematic for MVP. They're gonna find a stopper for this as soon as possible. And QO has rotated down. With the Sentry Ward down, he'll just raise up those Finalings. Nice little way to get a whole crap ton of souls. And Weeha, as well as Pilot Eye, they're not that great at pushing into the tier 1 tower, so Weeha goes on the hunt instead. He's got Darkness available, but Febby bought himself a little bit of space, not anymore. Just wants to TP out. The stun's already been used by Weeha, so he'll have to let him go.
Yeah, this Shaker's gonna have a really hard time finding levels in this game because all the lanes are getting pressured, and the Shadow Fiend already did the stacks and he didn't really get any XP from it. He invested all his time to defending the Shadow Fiend and stack, but he's also gonna be stuck at level 3 for some time.
They're coming top. Darkness gets triggered, so Weeha and Poppy can keep on fighting. And they're looking for March. He's not level 6 just yet. They find this pick-off, which they will. He's over in the tree line. He'll do some decent damage with the axes. This happens a little bit later into the game. They can just keep pushing. She'll have Mass Serpent wards up shortly.
Oh, kill. Goes for the kill with the Invis rune.
Yeah, she caught him out. But no
really
Requiem,
nice.
just raises.
Yeah, I think Secret just don't have the vision right now on the map. Like, they have one ward up, but I feel they should have a lot better vision at the moment.
Well, Kiro finds the Ember Spirit, trying to raise him out, but well, there's no Searing Chains and there's no Flame Guard as well. So Ember forced to use his Spirit, but they're going to get the fissure over, so Puppy in a little bit of trouble. With the razors to connect, Febby can't get the stun off. I don't know if that's it. Yeah, it won't be enough damage to kill off the Shadow Shaman. In fact, he just turns around and shocks him.
Dire's middle tower is under
Here
attack.
comes the Lich and the Ember against top.
The shackles from Puppy's going to do the work. He has to back up, however. SF will get the razors off, and if they can kill off QO, they're still worth it. The Lich on is going to bounce up and over to QO. He splits himself off from the creep wave. But FB's too low. He does not want to fight this.
Yeah, Puppy actually saved the MB, I think. He got a shackle off on the Shaker before he got the fissure, so he might have actually died to the SF, not sure though.
Well, Puppy has been a sacrificial support for a long time. He wanted to sacrifice himself much longer. Kind of want to see him getting a little bit more space. You've already got the Lich up to level 7. Get those Math Serpent Wards and just go to town.
Smoke up from Shaker and Shadow Fiend. Looks like they're drawing the
They're
line.
looping to mid.
Yeah, they probably want to kill the hero who's gonna come mid to take XP.
And that would be Puppy.
Oh, and the haste rune. There's no ward on Secret.
Bottom lane, Misery gonna be leapt on at the moment, and okay, that's not enough burning. That's only 1 point up in the wards. The Dazzle still dies to the mass amount of Broodlings that were down there. But they are gonna get the perfect moment. It's over on Weeha. Requiem of Souls not required. Raise 1, raise 2, just beat into him, and there goes Weeha. March just sticking around to help out. He did have that roar available.
Yeah, that was a very nice kill because that was a lot of much needed XP for the Beastmaster and Shaker. BM is 6 now, and they're just gonna 3-man this tower.
Yep. What's Puppy gonna do?
Roar.
Apart from die, the roar, raise 1 and raise 2, both are able to connect, and with the haste rune, QO can keep pushing for this one and find probably a 3rd kill. Goes for Pilot Eye, trying to use that tree line perfectly, able to do so, gets another Frost Blast off, but QO up to the hillside. and we'll start to bottle this way up. That tier 1 tower is still not dead, and Secret, they're TPing in for this Febby. He's got Echo Slam as well as Fissure, and yeah, a very smart cancel there from Weeha. It would have been suicide.
Yeah, it looks like Secret are just reacting the wrong way right now to MVP's aggression. They can just lose one hero, but...
Oh, Puppey goes for the Fissure. The Requiem Assault's a little bit off target. There's no mana for the Echo Slam. Yeah. And Febby's locked inside the tree line. Now he does actually have it. Tries to pump into Puppey, but it will not be enough. Not with Weeha around here. And we'll just get a free trade off. You do burn the Mass Serpent wards, however.
Yeah, they probably could have just stunned the Shadow Shaman and backed off as soon as they saw the wards down, but they got a bit too greedy there for another kill. Their MVP did seem to be like on a roll before that, so it's understandable that they just want to keep on getting kills.
You know the terrible thing about what's just happened here? Secret 3-man smoke. They're going to run towards the top and kill off March. But they smoked, if it was daytime, they smoked underneath an observer ward. But because darkness was triggered, there was no vision for MVP to see that smoke happen.
That is unfortunate.
And Team Secret get an easy kill on the Beastmaster. Meanwhile, down south, this Broodmother continues to fight. Even give him extra frost armor. Not that we had enough. This is a level 1.
Double damage.
But having a medallion means he can go for Roshan pretty soon too.
Yeah, and the Solar Crest is quite nice against the Huskar. The mischance on him and the minus armor really hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Seems like this Huskar isn't really like effective at all. This last pick Brood doing a lot of work. Because by now it's like when you really want Huskar to shine or maybe go Roche or finish taking all the tier 1s, but MVP will have to do it without the Huskar. Beastmaster seems like he wants to get a gank going on this Broodmother, but it's going to be hard for him to get in there. The Spiderlings give a lot of vision.
Oh, there's your jump. Goes after Misery, slows him down, but the Lich Jolly's flying in. The Roar will be there, and they have to split themselves up a little bit more because Huskar's taking too much damage from this. It's just too easy to bounce it around. The Lich Jolly will do its work. Beastmaster, okay, it's up on top lane. The Fissure flies out. You did lose your Broodmother in this. The Puppey gets those Mass Serpent wards down, and QO locked in position. They've got no other controls, but with the shackles, there she is. Puppey holding the SF position. The Mass Serpent wards need to focus him down before Puppey is still alive until he moves forward. He'll find the last hit. He'll lose his life for it. Maybe that Fissure from Febby give him a little bit more freedom. There's a 3-for-2 trade-off, and okay, there's no freedom. Weeha walks in. Freedom was denied.
Structures are fortified.
Shaker is the sole survivor of MVP after that.
Huskar will go back to bottom lane to defend the tier 2.
And this tower's almost dead. If you lose this tier 2 tower so early on, like you basically have to give up. I also say like your tier 1 tower as well in mid. But the Radiant jungle no longer belongs to you.
Yeah, right now Secret can do the wraparound move with the Broodmother onto the mid lane, and that would do quite some nice damage onto that tower.
They're actually just going to run top.
Fight too.
They just go for Febby. Flame Guard's going to burn out. There is a TP coming in the tree lines. It's going to be QO. And then he's just going to Spirit jump himself away. There's a lot more support coming here. QO's been so aggressive that it kind of flags the fact that there's help. And the Observer, that's actually an Obs Ward in the lane to see it.
There's a split push on mid lane too. I think Secret understand that all MVP want to do is go for the tier 1s with 5 heroes, and they're just going to go for the trade right now. This is the best move Secret can make here, for sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And be going for the Slant of Fissure Chain on Heen. Can't hit it perfectly. Alright, there goes your tier 1 tower. Huskar will take 1 and...
take a lot of damage too. We should go echo that. So many spiders.
It would be good money. Have the Echo on cooldown, however, maybe not the greatest thing in the world.
I mean, it's so hard to get Echo off in this game with Night Stalker, and I'm just pressuring the Earthshaker anyway. If he walks up, he's gonna get hexed or silenced or something, so might as well use it.
Just do it for the money, get the Blink Dagger, and then...
Get the little Spiderling, yeah.
MV's on the run out of here. MVP, though, moving very aggressively into the mid. The ball will slow down Pylite Eye until then. Okay, the Sleight of Fist Steering Chain catching out both the Huskar as well as the Shadow Fiend. I'm actually wondering too, how long will the Huskar jump? The interaction with the Ember Spirit. If he actually gets life breaked, and the Ember Spirit jumps to a Remnant, does it break the life break? Is it a distance thing?
1200 range. After like 1200 range, if you go further than that, then the life break doesn't work.
Okay, so we can't take him back to base.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I believe it's 1200 range.
Does that actually mean that heroes like Queen of Pain could break free of that? Like you blink out?
Yeah. Same with Blink Dagger too.
Hmm.
If you blink far away enough, he won't be able to follow you.
Might be worth getting an early Blink Dagger. I don't know if it would be worth getting an Ember Spirit.
Because, you know, if that wasn't the case, then you like TP back to base and he's like chasing you all the way to Fountain.
Yeah, I know, that's just what I was thinking.
That's
it's
a
like
nice death for a Huskar.
It's like we just found our old-fashioned like fountain hook. But it's all self-inflicted.
It's like Secret just gonna take their time right now. I don't feel like Secret are really in any sort of rush. MVP is the one who just wants to go for the tier 1, just keep going for the objectives, get their farm through that.
They're a decent time to do it. The problem is this mana on QR. He's using Razors to burn through the lane, and doesn't really have enough to go for both Razors, Requiem, and the mech charge during a team fight.
And look at Secret, they're already like trading, creep skipping bottom, so the only play MVP have here is like maybe they go Rosh and sacrifice that to tier 2. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Puppy CPing out. So he'll push out the bottom lane. The tier 2 town's actually not being taken, it's the tier 1 on the top lane that Weehan will finish. And they're pinging out, they know what MVP is up to.
So it's gonna be 30 more seconds for nighttime to come out. So this
Look at Misery
Rosh is gonna
go.
die before nighttime.
Misery's just running the Spylings in. He triggers the dust very early on, so that won't be there later on. And you're right, Roshan will end up dying.
And it won't have nighttime either yet. It's like 20 more seconds.
Okay, so Secret doesn't want to fight this. Misery just wants to bail out and get back in Viz. The BTs are coming in though, they're coming on the back of one of the spiders. The Spider Fist steering chain not going to connect. The Hex will be there and March gets ward trapped. He's got no way to get out of this. The Shackles from Poppy making sure there's no extra roar as well. Take out 2, you burn the wards for an Earthshaker and a Beastmaster. But you at least kept the Aegis up on the Huskar, who now is finishing up. Like, he's got Sunge.
It's gonna be a Halberd for sure. Mischance is like really strong on Huskar. Sometimes we see Solar Crest Huskars, but I think with the nerf to Solar Crest, the Halberd is just stronger because he gets strength from it.
The issue he's going to have though, if he has the Halberd, he won't actually have a room for a TP scroll until this Aegis is burned.
Yeah.
So if he does strike that Sunge out to him now, he'll have to be careful about the split movement of Secret.
I think he can't help it anyway.
He bought a TP scroll as well, so maybe he drops the wand, triggers the wand charges now. No. He's just gonna leave the TP scroll on the courier. Rely on the Aegis, the Immortal.
Shadowfiend almost has his SNY.
Is that really the play here? Instead of going something like a BKB?
It's very good stats. BKB is okay, but you want like some sort of filler item before you get to your BKB anyway. And SNY just does that. It makes him a lot tankier and helps him farm faster.
It's the classic smoke to break the Invis. They've got 2 dust charges as well, but Misery, he runs the one way that they are not coming.
Yeah, probably Misery feels it, that they're like coming down that way, so. Because he doesn't see anyone else on the map either, and top lane is like pushed into.
He's coming
tier
down.
2.
The smoke breaks on him. They realize that Misery is behind him. Actually, no, that was just the timeout in the
Yeah,
smoke.
that was just a timeout.
Oh, okay. That doesn't tell
here it
MVP
is,
anything. Heen, shallow grave it up. Get yourself out of here. Damn, these Spylings are gonna kill him. There's no way out. Like, there is no way. Okay, with the Razors, there is a way out. There is hope.
Now they need to just go and farm out the lane. Secret's already starting to push into their towers.
Yeah.
Top is gonna take a lot of damage here.
Envy's actually 100 gold away from that Battle Fury.
Yeah,
too.
that's really good timing for Ember to get Battle Fury with the items that he already has. He's in really good shape here.
Radiant's top tower is under
Alright,
attack.
so Misery continues
Nice
to
Stalker
farm.
has Ags as well.
Already?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Lich will probably buy him a gem. Actually, he's going for Atos on the Lich. Interesting item purchase.
I wonder who that's really meant for.
It's it provides really good stats and it's quite nice to catch as well. Like you can Atos some Earthshaker or Dazzle or whatever. It's not going anywhere. After that, then you can just walk up and just nuke him. So. I wonder if he'll finish Atos or buy a gem first, because right now it's a really good time to have gem. Nice stalker. He already has his level 2 ult as well, so.
There's your Battle Fury.
Okay. Atos.
There's your Atos. Okay. Screw control abilities. What do you actually think about the Broodmother? Because he went for a Vlad's. A lot of Broods we've been seeing going for Orchid builds. Is it almost worthwhile going something in? Like, I know I was flagging this one during a couple of the qualifier casts. Yeah, he's so dead, man. Like, there's no way to survive that. The kill secure is trying to come in from Weeha, and he's going to get it too. But do you go something like a Necro book and try and finish this game over on Misery? Is Necro still powerful enough on a Broodmother?
It is really good, but I think he's in no rush. He just wants the armor items to help support his team and be able to fight S5 at some point. Like, the Vlads does a lot for spiders. They make them significantly stronger as well.
Radiant's
If you're gonna go for the full armor, I'm just trying to think about how they end this game.
He can still get Necrobook now. Like, he has 4,000 gold, but I think he would rather get like Desolator or something. Physical damage is just really strong against the Huskar.
Febby, realize that both of the stuns were used, but there's still more than enough damage from Secret to kill him off on the top. And Weeha's got so much money as well. Like, if you really want to see an armor change up, you could even build into something like the AC on him. If you're trying to force this. You could also just go into everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, Misery. They find him with the weave, but this Brood is very, very quick. Even when the race
being made by Misery here. It's like every time you go for the Broodmother, you're just losing so much on the map when you don't kill him.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
All your other lanes are getting pushed in, and it's difficult to get back to a good position.
He's finding couriers, he's finding heroes.
Yeah.
MVP's will run out of here, QR.
Just pressuring him back.
He's got a lot of one charges. Like, one charges a mech, they shouldn't be able to find the kill on QR, but the Rod of Atos being used, the range on that is quite large.
Yeah. It's very heavy slow, 6%. And if you look at the stats it gives you like 10 more int and 100 more health for what it costs. So it's very nice. Cost efficient.
Weeha bought the gem himself. He's not going to rely on his teammates to do it. Puppy's getting so much money too. He's got a Blink Dagger. Sitting up on this top lane now, he'll actually hit level 11. And he's already started the point booster, so into the Aghanim Scepter upgrade for the wards. There's a lot of stuff coming the way of Team Secret. While Huskar, like, he's about to be able to pick up this talisman, so the Halberd has arrived for him.
Yeah, but the Aghanim's Shadow Shaman is a really good way to deal with like a strong Huskar. If he gets super farmed later, you know, has some AC, a lot of armor and stuff, even then, the Shadow Shaman with Aghanim does insane amount of physical damage. It's really hard to fight against the Shadow Shaman.
If Puppy actually controls his wards, can you even armlet toggle underneath the wards?
I think at that point in the game, it's just hard to armlet toggle anyway. Like, you will die even if you armlet toggle. That's how much damage the wards do.
Problems arising for MVP. And already Eternal Envy's building into the Monkey King bar to try and counter that evasion of the Huskar.
He is super farmed. Ember Spirit.
With a Demon Edge and a double damage rune.
Yeah. I'm not even sure how Secret find all this farm on the map, because they have like an insane amount of total net worth this game.
Well, they've just been taking everything from MVP.
Yeah.
Like, they farm up their own jungle, they keep pushing down all the lanes, they farm up the Radiant jungle, and then they even take out the Ancient stacks. Like, I haven't seen MVP do an Ancient area for a very, very long time.
Ooh, looks like the Night Stalker is gonna get Octarine this game. That means his ult is only gonna be down for like 10 seconds in between. So even if it's daytime, they get 10 seconds of daytime. And that's it.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. QR, get out of here, man. He's making a break for the tree line. But if he sticks around against Greedy and goes for the creep wave first, he's going to lose his life. Into the trees, there's the Rod of Atos. Pylai, he's holding on to the ulti secure. Can't TP out of here. And now that Ember Spirit's also arrived, he doesn't even need the ulti, it's just Frost Blast. His Spirit jumps over. The Requiem's being baited out. QR is still going to let it rip. But now 17-1 charges. He goes for another raise. Can't kill Pylai, even with the death ulti. the Broodmother will actually find the kill.
Yeah, Misery just, he's just sitting there laughing, chuckling a little. I got the kill. Oh,
He's up to
playing his dirty
6.3k.
Broodmother. Yeah,
6.3K
he's just enjoying
gold.
his time, He just got
Just spend some money.
so much gold, just chilling.
You
doesn't care.
You don't gain interest on the gold you have inside your account, man.
I mean, all he's been doing this game is like juking them, baiting like 5 heroes to bot lane and then just farming away, saving his gold.
it's a
Maybe
BKB.
Okay, he bought the BKB.
So boring,
I
Misery.
thought he was doing the, the 10k gold challenge, just not buy anything till you get 10k gold.
Wait, there's actually a challenge for that? Please
don't
don't tell me it's like one of those compendium challenges.
I remember I was playing with Misery one time and just didn't buy anything. It was like, I'm doing the 10k gold challenge, so that was it.
It always frustrates us, Gus, because we just sit here going, what are they doing? Like, is it mass indecision?
Yeah.
March, you could be in trouble. There goes your Hex. It's a lot more support than Puppy. He just commits the wards. He doesn't care. He wants the kill, and he's going to find it over on March. One more attack is there. The fissure. March cancels the
That's a
TP, but he
gem.
just lost his gem of
Oh.
True Sight.
That is huge. Oh, they don't see it. They don't know that he had a gem.
They should, no, they see it. They definitely see it. There's Observer wards as well as Mass Serpent wards. Now they go for the Shackle over on the Earthshaker. Weehar's right behind it. The Fissure will still be able to come out as the Echo Send keeps the control coming, but the Lich Ulti will end up killing off Ebius. A bounce back over to the Huskar. Not where they want to be, but yeah, that's Misery with his BKB diving in almost to the fountain. This is a message being sent by Secret to MVP in this trashing of a 2-0. It's already 24-8. It's been a very rough run for the Koreans.
Yeah, seriously, this last pick, Broodmother, really screwed them up. You're thinking, Huskar, last pick from MVP, but nope. The man who has the last word is the one who's gonna get out alive.
Hate to say, sounds not being played. Dagger, get yourself out of here. The Roar goes on the Ember Spirit. Eternal Envy caught out, looking to die in style. He goes to the Fight of Fist damage, and the Spilings are still in there. In the kill over on the Dazzle, the Ember Spirit got the Searing Chains, and now it's just a man mode. Misery versus Huskar. Unfortunately, more of a man is the Brood Mother, and that will be a 5-hero wipe on MVP. The bottom rank's taken out. The mid will probably follow directly after, but it won't have enough time. GG is the call. Team Secret will beat out MVP and secure themselves the last spot in the semi-finals. Solid, man. I don't even know what MVP were meant to do.
It's really hard. Like, they just got pressured in all their lanes. That's exactly what Secret's plan was, just win the early game.
Well, we'll see if the analysts agree with you. Was winning the early game the key to victory? Let's ask the panel.